Hello, you are reaching me from Odda, Norway, and I am in the Dunkelageret building, which was the old bottle making or barrel making factory that was part of the smeltverks here, where they made calcium carbonate, which is used in making acetylene and fertilizer, and also used in steel in the making process. Acetylene gas was widely used in the, it used to be a commonly used gas for lamps. And fertilizer, there was a type of nitrogen-rich fertilizer that the calcium carbonate would also be used for. So this building I'm buying to have a tile factory, making my tile art here, and have a gallery here. So right now I'm restoring it. So right now I'm chipping the loose mortar off. So so I've been involved in several restoration projects throughout my life, living in Leelanau County, northern Michigan, where we have lots of old farms. There's old brick buildings. I've worked in construction companies where they've done, where I've done demolition work, and I've done other kinds of work. I also have a history major. I've been fascinated by archaeology my whole life. I own a metal detector, so I've always been really interested in the historical importance of buildings and artifacts, anything that has to do with history. I'm interested in it. So one of the things that I noticed here, I want to make sure that there isn't crumbling stuff falling onto the ground and onto my tables when I'm working in the gallery here, because a lot of this old stucco-like cement paste that was put on the walls is peeling off, and it's loose underneath, so it has to be chipped off. So what I've done is I've chipped it up to a point where it stops coming off, and I'm basically done doing that now. So one of the interesting things that it has revealed, if you see right there, there's drips. So what it appears to be is that this building wasn't initially coated in this white stucco-like material. So there was a time where I believe the building was without that, and you can see there's drips of paint and oil or something was used in front of this window. And before it was stuccoed, it was used by something. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to save. What I'll do next is I'll brush this to try to get some of the mortar off the bricks and dust it off, basically. Then I will power wash everything, and then do a little light sanding maybe to try to get some of the redness back from the bricks, and maybe finish it off with some kind of oil. We'll see. So let me show you other things here. So you see these posts. It's kind of hard to see in this light and this bright spotlight. But these posts are also covered in old workers' paint that they used, and they just fiddling around, and while they were working, they did things, they wrote things on the wall. They left their mark. Those are the kinds of things that I think are amazing, fascinating artifacts of the past. Those are things that I would never touch or want to get rid of. The old sprinkler system up in the ceiling, that's something I don't want to get rid of. They told me that I should remove all the wires, all the telephone cables, all the stuff that was modern. I took all that out. I took out the big metal thing that was there because that could hit someone's head on that. And it was a problem with that. That's the only thing I would take out, I think. This here, these old sink faucet handles, I mean, these are so cool. You know, I would just assume, I mean, if I could use them, I would use them, but it probably would be too expensive and not really efficient to hook up the pipes. But, I mean, the pipes are all hooked up. So none of that stuff, I'm going to touch any of that. I'm pretty much done removing everything. I removed very little. There's not very much to remove. So I know I come to this town and no one knows me, but the reason why I would want to take something like this on is because I have an appreciation for it. So, I just feel like it's important that I state that and talk about that, and I want people to know that. I'm not even going to go upstairs right now because there's so much stuff up there that's interesting, but there's going to be a group coming that's involved with the restoring and taking old artifacts out of here, which I'm perfectly fine with. I don't technically own the building yet. That should happen soon. But that's what I wanted to say. So I think I've said enough for now.